Hey, and welcome back to How to Be Real, a place where we can be real in a world obsessed with fake. I am Tasha B. I am an actor, a writer, a filmmaker, and a creator that is once again in a pivot. You know?
That's what we do, baby.
You know?
Fire horse pivot.
Okay?
And I'm Tay. I'm a creative producer, a lover of all things wellness, and your favorite local yogi who's also in a pivot. Pivot time.
It is. It is time to regroup.
Yeah, hey.
But after we get that out the way, I'll say, how you doing, Tay?
I'm doing so good. I mean, if you are listening to this episode right now, you probably have already seen our pregame, which consisted of us making a bouquet of like flowers, giving each other flowers.
Yes, it was so.
And it was just so special, and I'm still riding the high off of that special moment.
For real, I feel like it was what we needed. Like you said, with a pivot, it's always so. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, you're like, okay, I know how to pivot. I can do this. You have to. But I don't know about you, but for me, it started off being like, my plan, this was plan A. And I had plan B.
Oh, yeah, I did.
But you don't want to do plan B.
I want plan A to work.
You want to do plan A. Plan A should have just went without a hitch.
Yeah.
So,
But here we are.
Here we are.
Plan B in it.
Here we are in the plan B, and I don't know about you, but plan B is a little more lax too.
It is.
It's kind of just like, okay, here's the plan, but let's take a moment, let's breathe. It's okay.
It's okay. All is well.
Stabilize real quick.
Yes, absolutely. How are you doing, Tosh? I feel like you gave us a little
peek
into that.
I did. I couldn't wait for you to ask. I couldn't wait. I'm like, I asked you how you're doing, but really, this is how I'm doing. No.
I'm like, I feel like we got it, but like, let me also open it.
Yeah, I'm cool. I'm in the pivot. I feel like yesterday was, I just got some news that a training class that I was going to take was supposed to start this Friday, and it got postponed to July, which like now I have to kind of find a new way to get that training, just not at that same place because I'm not waiting until July. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So just kind of in regroup mode. I feel like yesterday I got the news, so yesterday I like gave myself the day to just kind of feel.
Yeah.
Feel it. Feel how you feel, girl. I hate when stuff don't go my way.
I know.
And it's okay to feel the feelings, and also just not wanting to like become those feelings. And like one of my favorite sayings is like, don't turn a bad day into a bad life. Because it is,
Absolutely.
For me, I feel like my mind is so easy for me to I'm so dramatic that like sometimes it'll just be like, this always happens. And it's like, does it always happen?
Right.
Like, is it really way up there, like you're feeling it? You might be feeling it that way.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't mean it's
really that way.
Yeah. And so I think, kind of going into things and looking at the folder I had for this training, it was Pilates training, and just looking at the folder and seeing like I already had these other options. I already had this like, okay, if this doesn't pan out, then we'll go ahead and do this, and then it'll be that, and we'll have to do it this way. And so it's like I was prepared for having to pivot just because I'm you're
that girl.
I'm in my 30s now, and I've been knocked down enough times to know, baby, you might have to rethink this.
You might want to have
for any reason
extra plans just in case.
You might want to have an idea, just like maybe not an actual backup plan, but just an idea of like, okay, if not that, then there is always this. Mm-hmm. So that's in the back of your mind, right? Concepts of a plan. Oh, good enough apparently.
Right.
So I feel like I've gotten there. And now today I feel better. Like I have this playlist called Uplift. And so whenever I'm feeling like down, I put that on. And I haven't had to put it on for a while. So putting it on, I was like, oh, this is a good playlist. It's very like uplifting music. A lot of Cleo Soul and Bob Marley and stuff. So.
Yes. It has been creating just a really beautiful energy in the home, I will say.
I soaked in the house, and then today I opened all the windows and saged it. Let all the sunshine in and fresh air. So it's just like, I'm feeling like, okay, it's going to be okay.
Yes. Shifting
it's
the energy.
It's a brand new day.
Yes, it is. Okay. More opportunity to start again.
Yeah, that part. And speaking of, I guess not starting again, but just like some really dope things and high vibrations. Shout out goes to Flavor Flav. Of all
Flavor
people.
Flav.
But I didn't know this. He signed a 5-year deal as an official hype man and sponsor for the USA women's water polo team through 2028. He's aiming to boost visibility and financial support. A few years ago, I think in 2024 or 2023, Maggie Steffens made a post on social media talking about just being frustrated with the lack of financial support that the women's water polo team receives. And somehow that got to Flavor Flav, and he like paid for some of the things that were lacking, one of the things being like airfare and, you know, someone to pay for that. So, and then not only did he do that, he like got them some gifts and then even showed up and supported them in their Olympic, games, tournaments, like water polo match, I think is what it's called. So that's really dope.
Yeah, that is.
You know, that he like really rallied to them. And then also, speaking of women's Olympic teams,
right.
The women's hockey team.
Come on now.
Not only did they beat Canada, which is like, we all know Canada is the hockey country. This is their sport. They beat Canada to win gold, but then they faced a bunch of misogyny from, you know, the person that's calling themselves the president.
Because of course.
Because why not? You know what I mean? Why not? Why not make it something, you know, why not just say good job?
Right.
Or nothing. Jesus. But anyway, after all of that, they really rose above because it was just like a begrudged invitation to the White House, and they were like, yeah, we're going to go ahead and decline that.
Yeah, absolutely. What the fuck not. No.
What the hell?
I will not be there.
That is insane.
Absolutely not.
And then I've seen they had like dinner or lunch with Stanley Tucci, and they've been getting a lot of support. They were on SNL.
I saw that.
They were getting like
the heated rivalry guy.
Yes, it was just so beautiful to see not only the way that we have rallied as a country, rallied behind these women, to seeing the like blatant misogyny, but also the way that these women have held their heads high and not let this, I don't know, kind of shut them down, you know? Because as a woman, it's very... Happy Women's History Month, by the way.
Right. Happy March. Happy Women's History Month.
But also, as a woman, it's so easy for us to take all these things on and feel like, you know, we don't deserve to take up this space, even though we do. Like, you don't, like, the men's team did the exact same thing. They beat Canada, they won the gold, and everyone's, you know, uplifting them. They didn't get no backhanded ass invitation to the White House. And it's just like, it's such a thing to where, you know, as women, goddamn, like, you can't do shit.
You can't win for losing.
You can't.
Yeah.
You really fucking can't. And so it's really nice to just see, in so many ways, they're being celebrated. Because they absolutely deserve it.
Yes, they do. Congratulations. You guys are amazing.
The women's Olympic hockey team.
Yeah.
And to the women's water polo team. I don't think the Summer Olympics is next year, I think.
Oh, okay.
Or is it this year?
Oh.
No.
I don't know.
I think it's next year.
Okay.
Right? It's every 8 years. Maybe it'd be in 2028. Yeah, I have no idea.
I have no idea.
But I know the Winter Olympics is just what passed. So that's why the hockey team just won. Bringing us to our 3 realists, though. This one is kind of like weird. It's just kind of out there, you know?
We love it.
I mean, I guess it's not that out there, though, because they said aliens are real.
They did.
So basically, the 3 realists is...
I knew that, though.
What 3 people we would want representing humanity if aliens, like, came to Earth and, you know, like, I don't know if y'all seen Rick and Morty, but, like, show us what you've got. What 3 people are we going to send?
The dance battle.
To show us what we've got. Make a hit song. Nah,
right.
Not make a hit song, but just, like, what 3 people will we want to just represent humanity? Like, okay, this is humanity these 3 people are going to, like, represent us.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Who did you pick? Who are your 3?
All right. So starting off, I went a little over the kind of all over the board. First things first, I'd pick Obama as my first.
Bro, that's my first one. That is not number 1, 2. I'm like, I feel like,
he'd be good.
Yes.
I feel like, because now he's a citizen, but he also knows where all the shit is. He's cool, calm, and collected, but like he knows he has. He probably already met one of their cousins and shit. So he probably already has a little rapport with them. Yeah, you know what I mean. I feel like that was a solid start, and he's of color. So, you know,
first black president. He done been through some shit. Exactly. And I do feel like Barack Obama has the perfect blend of, like, you know, he's for diplomacy.
Yeah.
but he also knows that we might have to blow y'all up too. And
Literally.
he's not afraid.
He's not afraid to press that button.
To get a drone.
No.
And make a strike.
No, he's not.
He'll do it.
He'll do it. We know.
We need somebody that has both. Like, you know what I mean? We're going to lead with diplomacy, but also...
Not too much. Yeah.
Hold on. Wait. Sound the alarm.
Please.
I have this button. I'll press it. We'll blow your ass up right now. We'll blow all this shit up. Me too. We'll all just go. Fuck it. We not with this. And so we kind of need, I'm with you. I'm with you. Yeah. That was my first choice. That's hella funny. That's hella funny.
He just seems like the perfect choice. Like
he does. He's educated. He's cool.
Yes.
Headed.
He seems like he would have the right words.
Yeah.
You know?
He would take his time. He would take it seriously.
Yes.
Yeah.
He would take it seriously.
We need somebody like that.
We do. We need somebody who can read the room really well.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't seem like he would like be too aggressive. But like you said,
also not too passive.
Yes,
either. Like not bending over and kissing the ring. Like, no, hold up.
Exactly.
I'm here with the authority too. You know what I mean? And not like egomaniac authority, but just like calm authority,
confident authority,
gentle leader.
Yes,
we love that.
We love that.
We miss you, Obama.
I know. I know. Shit. Okay, my second person would be Benicio del Toro's character, Sergio St. Carlos, in One Battle After Another.
Oh, so we going we going character.
That's that. Okay. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna just throw that out there.
Okay.
You know,
I like it.
I feel like his character was also similar to Obama's feel, where you're just like, you're chill. You kind of know how to read a room. You also know how to fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But also, I feel like he would be able to assess the situation and keep them engaged while probably also having an underground bunker where people can get away.
And like a plan going on.
Yes.
Like there's a plan going on. There's people in place. There's a whole thing that, like, again, with Barack Obama, I press this button and all this shit shuts down. Exactly.
I press this button, or I say myself, I might need to be the person who goes down with the ship, but I'll help a lot of people get away. You know, if we need to get away.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
The alien situation, it might not be a getaway kind of situation, but I feel like that character would be a good representative.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel it.
Okay, and my last one is a real person. Iowa Debris.
Oh.
I feel like she's, again, I feel like I like the chill vibes, but also I feel like she wouldn't care too much or really too less about what their asks are. You know, like, I feel like she wouldn't give too much or too little. Like, similar to the Obama feel, she kind of gives me like a indifference, you know, some kind of indifference vibe. And I feel like they might be able to pick up on that. I don't know why automatically when I think of aliens coming here, they want to destroy it, but
we know that we got to be prepared either way. Like, are they friendly or are they not friendly?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? We got to be prepared for both.
Because if they're friendly, she'd probably make them laugh unintentionally.
And be, like, really cool and relatable.
Yes. Whereas if they're not friendly, you know, I think she would also be able to, like, ease the blow a little bit for them.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this is what humanity is. Oh, they're cool.
Yeah, they're chill.
They're
chilling.
They don't need much.
Right. We're not sitting here coming at you aggressively. Like, we're coming at you with calm, chill, confident, hey.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes. She just seems like she would provide a solid baseline for humanity.
I like it. And some comedic relief as well.
Exactly.
With her quirkiness.
Yeah, right. Who are your three?
Okay, we already discussed. My first was Obama.
Yes.
My next one's Quinta Brunson.
That's a good one.
But we could even say, like, Janine Teagues. I just feel like, Janine would give away too much. Never mind. Yeah. Quinta is a boss.
She's boss.
Quinta can make things happen. Quinta, you know, again with the quirkiness, but also having the quiet confidence of, like, yeah, I'm quirky, but also watch out for me.
Not too much.
You know
yeah.
I mean? She's dealt with them networks.
Mm-hmm.
What is it, ABC that her show was on? Like, that's a big network, girl. Mm-hmm. You've been around. You might have been around some aliens. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Like, we're dealing with them people.
Intentionally or unintentionally.
Getting your show on there. And I feel like she has the, like, what is the word I'm looking for? The altruism aspect of everything, and she cares about kids, you know, and all just things, just very much like, yes, put Quinta there.
I would
if shit starts to go too crazy this way, Quinta would be like, wait a minute, guys, hold on, can we just take a beat?
Can we just breathe? Like, hold on. Yeah, that's a good one.
My last one, and I put an honorable since you put a character.
Okay.
But my last one was Ilana Glazer from Broad City.
I
feel like she's fucking crazy. She's weird. She's zany. I feel like
they might think she's an alien.
And she also cares about the earth. So I feel like she absolutely would not be down for them destroying any, you know, trees or mountains and fucking with our ecosystem. Like, she's not gonna be down for that. And she's also like very much knows who the bad guys are and is not afraid to say, like, okay, no, Obama might be on some diplomacy type shit, but she's gonna be like, actually, if you did want to go over there to them and blow them up, that would actually do us a favor. So, like, you know what I mean? I just feel like she ain't afraid to say who is who and what's what. She ain't afraid of that, and I feel like we need that. She's a loose cannon, and I feel like Quinta could kind of be like, okay, girl.
Yeah.
And Barack could be like, wait a minute. You know what I mean? I think it would be a very cool trio to see trying to get all on the same page.
That would
like,
be so good.
If they could all contribute to the plan, that would be
great. So good. I would love to see fucking Alana be trying to negotiate with some aliens, bro. Like, I truly think they might think she's an alien.
They might.
I really think they might.
You know what I mean? They really might.
Especially from Broad City.
She'd be the one to have some shit in common with them.
Yes.
Like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Y'all do this? I be doing that all the time.
Ah, shit.
Right. Or just know, oh, they're doing this and it means that.
Yeah.
I knew this. Like some niche ass alien.
Only alien shit
that she knows. Like, I feel like if anybody knows, she probably would know.
That's a good one. Ooh, that's good.
And my honorable mention too, like, if I did a fictional character, I would say Batman. I feel like Batman would have a plan. He's known for contingencies. He's going to make a plan. He's going to be the one that's doing all the research. He's going to be the one that's, you know, trying to make sure he knows everything he needs to know. What kind of fuel does their, you know, ship run off of? What is their technology? Let's try to figure out how we could, if we need to stop these niggas, how are we going to do it?
How are we going to do it?
You know?
He's a genius, so that
he's a genius, and he ain't afraid to risk his life.
And either. A billionaire,
right?
So it's like you have resources,
and he's not afraid to risk his life. Because I'm telling you, going up in there,
that's a solid like
Batman would do it.
3-pack right there.
So yeah, those are my ones. That was a fun little random ass topic.
I like that. When I was thinking about it, I was like,
I know I was gonna say Barack and Michelle Obama, but I was like, I feel like Michelle ain't gonna want to be up there.
Yeah, I don't think she would want to.
She's a Capricorn like me, and I was gonna put myself on this list, but I was like, I don't want to be. I'm gonna be real. I might be kind of racist toward the aliens because I'm already feeling like that towards these robots. Get away. I might kick one of them little, them little robots that be going down the street delivering stuff. Yes. I might kick one of those.
Knock them off their little wheels.
I don't know why you're making me angry.
But you are.
I don't like you.
Yeah.
I might be a robophobe or whatever they call it.
Robophobe is hilarious. Yeah.
Get this clanker out of here. What's he doing?
I don't want to talk to the aliens. I'm like, I want to be with the crew that knows the way out or into the bunkers.
You wouldn't teach yoga for the aliens?
Hell.
What if they were just trying to, what if they were like, we come in peace, we want to do
If you come in peace, then okay.
You would teach them yoga?
I'd still be scared though. Because y'all be looking crazy, I'm sure.
What if they don't look crazy? What if they could scan and look like, you know how they do in
movies? And they just look like a human?
That
would be even scarier, I feel like.
I feel like I wouldn't trust it.
Yeah.
I already don't trust
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'd be like, can we do it? Can I do it through Zoom?
So wait, what if you came to a yoga class and an alien was teaching it?
Oh. And do they look like a human and I know they're an alien, or do they look like an alien?
Yeah, they look humanoid. Ooh. Human enough, but like slightly off.
And they're teaching a little bit of alien yoga.
And they're teaching yoga. Like they did the training.
I'm also attending via Zoom.
So you're walking out.
It's like,
this is Scralisha, and she is, an alien. Call her Skr for short.
Skr. Thank you, Skr. I will come to the next one. What's the Zoom code? You do Zoom classes? I gotta go home.
I don't know.
I have a sensitive tummy.
I think it depends. What if they come in and just like eradicate people on the Epstein list, and
see if they're down with
they come in and just
down to clown, then all right,
solve all of our problems.
Then cool, yeah, okay, then yes.
Then it would be like, hold on though.
Class.
Okay, skirt.
Okay, skirt. Skirt. But if you're over here aliening it up and
just trying to assimilate,
right? Just trying to learn all about humans, I don't know.
I'm scared of you,
I'm
baby.
I'm a little nervous.
I don't like you.
It's very scary.
That's how I feel about that AI. Y'all gotta chill.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta chill. I feel like I say it a lot. Please chill. Because ChatGPT, the owner of that, Sam Altman, that man just made an agreement with the Pentagon, honey. They working with the Department of War. They working with the feds, with the government. So anything you telling that ChatGPT, Uncle Sam can access it. So be careful. And I know a lot of people be like, oh, they can access anything, but they're like surveilling you. The government is surveilling you with your ChatGPT data directly. So maybe not. Sometimes
my phone, like I won't be doing anything on my phone, but a little green light will pop up by the camera. And I'm like, fuck, what is that? I be feeling like they listening.
Bro, I be wanting to put on that foil hat, bro. Yeah. And there's been times where I will really be like, I want to really like lock into my yoga practice. I will charge my phone in the kitchen. Yes. And go do my yoga and just get away. I don't know what that is.
I've been starting to sleep with my phone out of the room.
I think I'm going to start doing that too.
I ordered a alarm clock.
See?
Yeah.
Because, I don't know. It's starting to feel, man. It's starting to feel. The foil hat people might have been right. Lord have mercy. But transitioning us to our weekly reel. Oh, my gosh. We are really talking about something that is very fresh on both of our... In both of our journeys right now. We're kind of like moving through shame. It's where we are, And I think we'll probably always find ourselves in places where we're moving through shame. Shame is there for a reason. I do think, I know we've seen online, bring back shame. Because some people are posting dirty draws on social media. Honey.
And worse.
Some stuff, it's okay to, not tell people. It's okay to keep some shit to just you. Yeah. It's okay.
I literally just watched a video of a woman who... She was cute too. She was running and she pooped her pants. She was doing an early morning run.
Oh, man.
And she shit her pants and she recorded the whole thing. My husband's on his way to come get me.
Girl, did you
poop
I shit my pants on purpose for content?
No, for real. And then she went home, changed her clothes, and went back on her run. I was like, girl, you could have kept that.
You could have kept it. Because what do I get from this?
Yeah. Bring back shame.
In that way. Bring back a little bit, just a little bit of ooh, maybe I'll keep
healthy
that to myself. Maybe I'll just keep that to myself.
But we're not talking about that kind today.
What we are talking about today is a painful feeling of humiliation or distress caused by the consciousness of wrong or foolish behavior. This can feel like, I guess there's 4 main kind of causes for us to feel shame, especially when it comes to roots of deep shame that we've maybe been holding since childhood. Unwanted exposure, meaning our flaws being revealed. Disappointed expectation, failing in our goals. Eeks, personal heartstring right there.
Yeah.
Unrequited love not returned, be that from your parents or a loved one, whatever, whatever that means, but feeling like some love was not returned, at least not in the way that we expect. And exclusion, the feeling of not belonging, because that is actually one of our human needs, is the feeling to belong somewhere. And so anytime we feel rejected from what we feel is our circle, be it our friends or family, especially as kids, that can remember in that movie, what is it with the girl with the emotions? What is it called? Inside Out.
Inside Out.
Yes. So that, how it'll build a new thing. Yep. I don't know what that was called. A new beam of a new pillar will go up of just this is shame. Yikes. And this is this new emotion coming up. So I feel those are kind of roots where if we try to get to the root, every time I've tried to get to the root of why does this, why does not reaching this goal bring me shame, or why does not, back in the day it would bring me shame if I reached out to a friend and was like, hey, do you want to grab lunch? And they were like, sorry, I can't, I'm busy. And it's there's this feeling of
Exclusion.
like, oh, you're not good enough. You're terrible. You annoyed her. Why did you even ask her in the first place? She hates you. And it's like, okay, none of that is true. Homegirl just has to work.
Yep.
Try another time. Like, it's okay. And that's that shame that I'm sure a lot of us have had to like, girl, it's okay. That does not mean they hate you. Just chill, babe.
Yeah,
so
it's okay. What was the first one?
The first one is unwanted exposure. Our flaws being revealed.
That one, that was the one for me. Our flaws being revealed. And I will get into that.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's the one I brought for one of my earlier experiences.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I feel that. So some unhealthy ways that shame shows up, and some unhealthy ways that we may have dealt with it in the past. I will say for me, like, an example that I just gave of, reaching out to your friend and her not being available and feeling like, oh my God, I'm annoying to everybody. Let me never ask anyone ever to hang out with me because I am the most terrible person. And you feel like something's wrong with you because this person wasn't available. That's an unhealthy ass. One, it's unhealthy. Like that feeling, because your friend has to work, that is unhealthy.
Yeah.
And then the way, I know for me, an unhealthy way that I dealt with it was holding it. You know what I mean? And just like holding on to that and kind of letting it grow. Because I feel like shame thrives in secrecy and solitude. And so if you're carrying it by yourself, the shame just grows and gets bigger. And then kind of escalates and starts bleeding into other things. And so I know in my experience, it's been really liberating I was talking to you about this the other day. Like, I remember I called you one time and you didn't answer, and I like never called you again because I took it as a sign of like, she does not want to talk to me on the phone. And I like did not call you, right? And if I did, I would text you and be like, hey girl, is it cool if I call you at 4 o'clock? Yeah. And I call you at 4. Or you would be like, call me. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool, I'll call her. But like, and then we ended up having a conversation of like, hey girl, like, would it be cool if I just called you randomly? Like, would that be annoying? And then you just being like, no, girl, like, what? It's fine. Like, and then hearing you getting the seeing the look on your face and seeing you be like, what, girl? Like, I would not, like, if I'm available to chat, I'm absolutely picking up the phone. I would love to just chat it up every now and again.
Like, so, I'm damn near better on the phone. Like,
exactly. Then
texting.
Oh my God. And that was my thing, to where it was just like, I do want to talk to my friend on the phone. So let me just muster up and just ask her, maybe not tell her all of this, but like, let her know that like, I do want to talk to you on the phone and kind of get how she feels, because I'm assuming, and that's not fair to me, and it's not fair to you either, because I put a bunch of stuff on that wasn't even on it. You know what I mean? All you did was probably not be by your phone for whatever reason and miss my call. Anyway, so I feel like shame can make us be a person that makes more assumptions than actually talks to people. And I think that's something, it's very alienating.
It is.
And alienating ourselves and holding things for ourselves really can only exacerbate that shame and make it grow and become a truth, instead of just, girl, this is a feeling of shame.
This is a feeling that will pass. Like, and I feel like for me, it has come out the unhealthy way, which I can be right here with you on, is it made me want to hide. It made me want to not be seen. You know what I mean? And similar to the story you just told, like, okay, I'm just never going to reach out in that mode ever again. Like,
I'm never doing that again.
I'm never doing that again. I feel like I went to, one of my early experiences was when I came home from college from Arizona State University early, because my freaking financial situation changed. I thought I had a scholarship, and then because my auntie hadn't lived in Arizona for a certain amount of time, I didn't apply for it anymore. So they took my funding away, and I ended up having to come home. And I was looked at as like the one, like kind of like the golden child in the family. Like, you're the one who's gonna do the things, you know, like, and when I came back home, not only did my grandpa like give me this whole like, what am I supposed to tell people? Like, I love him, but he is definitely old school in that way, or maybe that's not old school, maybe that's just a thing. But he was like, what am I supposed to tell people? Like, and I was like, oh God. I don't know. What am I supposed to tell
Why
them?
are you asking me that right now? Please leave me alone. Can I have some time?
Literally, I had been home for maybe like 2 weeks. Aww. And it felt like that feeling, he was like one of the first person I told outside of my mom, of course. And that feeling stuck with me. And I felt that way. I carried that, what am I supposed to tell people kind of vibe throughout I don't even know, maybe the next year or two. Like, so anytime it was time to go to a family gathering or a family event, I was like, oh, I do not want to go. Okay. Or if I do, I want to keep it real brief. Yeah. Like, you know, I'm
sure I didn't meet this expectation. And like you said, that flaw is exposed.
Yes.
Of like, I didn't live up to this.
Exactly. And I think now, well, we'll get into the now feeling, but definitely for a long time, I handled my shame in that kind of way. Like, I need to hide. I need to not be seen. Yeah. I need to avoid that kind of conversation. Yep. Like, I just don't even want to talk about it. I don't want to feel poked in that soft, sensitive spot.
That part. And you know? Kind of avoid any situation that makes you feel like that. Because for me, the root was definitely failing goals. Definitely, I can relate to all of them. Mm-hmm. Like, definitely exclusion and not belonging. But for me, the personal, like, I'm finna beat myself up is absolutely failing a goal. Mm. Like, I remember something as small as turning a card at school, or, you know, not getting 100% on things, you know, not living up to certain expectations, either that my parents had or that just I had for myself. I didn't like getting in trouble at all. I know. Like, it was just very much deep shame if I stayed the night at a friend's house and her parent had to talk to me about something. I did something. You know, maybe I ran in the house. Whatever the case may be. Like, I am feeling like I'm ready to cry. Like, I am crying. Yeah. I'm crying. And then now I'm making, you know, my friend's mom feel bad because I'm crying. And, you know, so it's like little stuff like that that kind of compounds as you get older.
Yes.
And I know that I've kind of went both ways of like kind of straight up ignoring. Like, I went from like internalizing all of that to straight up ignoring it. Mm. And ignoring it led me to kind of like, I don't want to say have no shame, because I definitely still had shame, but I think it was just kind of like, I think I was moving from shame to where it was just like, whatever this shame made me feel about myself, I'm moving from that space. So like, if the shame is telling me that, you know, I'm a lost cause, then I'm kind of moving from that space of like, I'm not even going to try this, that, or that. Because I'm a lost cause. So I'm just going to go work at this AT&T call center type shit. Like, I'm not even going to try whatever my dreams are. I'm not even going to try to go for this over here. I'm just going to take this safe job because I have absolutely crashed and burned. So that's it. There's nothing I can do. And it sucks because then you're like, I'm looking back at that and I'm like, bro, I was 21 feeling like that.
Literally young as hell.
21, feeling like, bro, I'm a straight failure.
I'm a failure. You're like,
you are so young,
You haven't even gotten into life yet. You dipped your fucking baby toe into life right now.
Like, this is literally your first loss you ever took, and you're ready to throw the towel in. Girl, I wish I could shake that girl and be like, girl, what?
I have a question for you.
The world is your oyster.
I was like, I have a question for you based on that. If you could go back and talk to that version of yourself in that moment, what would you say to her?
I would absolutely, probably, instead of shake her, I think I would hug her. Because I feel like I was so hardened because of this shame. Like, I was telling myself, like, and that was the thing where if you hide enough and hold it enough, it does become your truth. Like, it becomes your truth. This story you are telling yourself. It becomes your self-talk. It becomes, you know, the way, like, for me, I thought it was tough love, but really it was just a whole bunch of, my therapist calls it self-flagellation, that just became the way that I kind of governed myself. And it did kind of inform my choices. And I wish I could go back and or not wish I can go back, but if I could go back, I would sit myself down and kind of just really pour in and just be like, girl, I know you're going to act like you don't believe this or don't need to hear this, don't want to hear this. You're going to act like you don't want me to hug you. You're going to act like lovey-dovey isn't you, but I know it is.
Yeah.
And I'm about to hug you and give you your flowers and tell you how dope you are and tell you how brave you are for trying this thing and kind of even being still here, even going for this job you hate. You work in this call center, you work in this hostess job, like you hate all this shit, but you're doing it, and I'm proud of you. And like literally, you are going to be okay. Aww. This is not the end all be all, girl. This is the beginning of the beginning. You know what I mean? This ain't even chapter 1. This is the prelude type shit.
Okay.
Like you ain't even started.
You ain't even started.
So have fun. Have fun. It's okay. You feel guilty for having fun and going to these concerts and doing this stuff, but this is exactly, girl. I'm so glad you did that. I'm so glad that you are where you are. I'm so proud of you.
Yes.
Keep going. I love you so much. And you're beautiful. So don't ever question that. That's what I would say.
Period. Period.
The shame will have you crazy. Let it go.
That damn near made me want to cry. Like, right? That was really, really, really special.
I'm literally like, I wrote a letter to myself. Last year, I was having like a really like tough time. And I kind of reverted back to some of the things that I learned in the artist way, which was like, you know, treat yourself like a kid. And so I made myself a get well card. And I drew like a broken heart with a Band-Aid on it, and I colored it, and it looked hella cute, and it said like "I love you" on the top, and on the inside, I wrote just everything that I like needed to hear in that moment. I wrote to myself, and I put it in my journal that I just finished had like an envelope in the back, and so I put it back there, and so there would be times where, you know, throughout last year that I would have a tough time and I would read that card. And
let me get well real quick.
It was so like, I would damn near cry every time I read it, because it would just be like, I needed to hear this. Yes. And I needed to hear it from me. I needed to read it in my handwriting, because this was from me to me. And I made sure to put from Tasha and the date, so that it was just like, girl, this is you saying this to you. So you know it's true. Like, you're not lying. I'm not, I probably should lie more to myself, but I don't. You know what I mean? So it's like, girl, if you're telling me you feel like this, you do.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. How special is that?
It is. I love it. I highly recommend it. If you're feeling down, girl, make yourself a get well soon card, a I love you card, a mushy ass, gushy card. And then you'll probably be crying, write all the truths about yourself. Not how you feel, not the temporary whatever, not the shame. Go to the truth. The you that you know who you are, because, bitch, it could be as hard as it's going to be.
Yes.
But you're still here.
You're still here. And for me,
it sounds so, I feel like I say this so much and even write this so much, but girl, it is enough.
Oh my God.
It's more than enough. It's actually lightweight. We think about it like, bro, I'm still here.
Literally.
Thank God, you know?
Truly. I share that in class all the time. I'm like, yo, you just being able to stand here in this moment, like having literally in this very moment, all is well. You are here. You're safe. You are safe.
Your heart is beating. Your lungs are
filled with oxygen
and doing what they need to do. Your body is working as it needs to work. Girl, you are blessed. What a fucking blessing.
And guess what? You are worthy right now. You are deserving of it all right now, without extras, without adding on anything. If nobody else gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you. Look.
So I have a question for you. Okay. What shifted your perspective when it came to shame? What was that moment that took you from, okay, I'm hiding and I'm shrinking and I'm holding this and keeping it to myself and isolating and, you know, keeping these appearances seldom and short when I am there? Like, what took you? What was that moment of like, okay, this is the change that I've needed?
You know, I think it was like a buildup. Similar to how you mentioned like call center jobs and things like that. Like, I feel like I was hearing in those times, as much as I tried to avoid it, I still would hear people telling me what I needed to do. You know what I mean? Like, okay, you came across this hard time, but this is what you should do. You should work here. You should do this. You should follow this. Da da da. Like, and I think it kind of dawned on me when I was like climbing the corporate ladder at Covered California.
Why do we all work for Covered California?
I don't know. And I was like in the HR department. I went from working on the phones to being a supervisor to being in the HR department, because I was like, oh, I'm just that girl. Everybody wants a piece of me. And I remember telling family members, finally, you know, feeling a little bit better, because when I would tell them what I'm doing, they're like, oh shit, okay, you work in HR, okay, period. And at the time, you know, I'm like 24 or something like that, like young, and they're like, yeah, climb that ladder, you know. And it hit me It took some time, but it hit me because I was like, man, I don't like this. You know, I
don't feel like this about this. Yeah.
I don't like this. I don't feel as much as like, I'm glad that I don't feel like I have to hide anymore. I only feel that way because I'm doing what they told me I needed to do. Because I'm following the steps that they said I should lay out. Like, not because I'm doing it out of my own accord. Like, I never really gave myself the chance. It dawned on me. I did not give myself the chance to think about what I wanted to do, what I wanted this next step or evolution of my life to look like.
Or even just what I want my life to look like, period.
Exactly.
Like, what do I even want?
What do I even want?
It's so crazy how long we can go without asking ourselves that.
Literally. And it was like, you know, I remember so vividly being on this boat with with the other, you know, admin people of Covered California, and the main dude, he had a boat, and we like left everybody at the office and we all went and did like a little barbecue boat hangout or whatever. It was fun, especially because like it was like we weren't supposed to go. You know what I mean? It was just like let's just take the day.
Right,
kind of
we're better than everybody else.
Yeah, exactly. And we had a few of those days, but there was one particular one where we're on the boat, and the woman who I was working under, she was like the main HR lady, and I was like the HR coordinator or whatever.
Yeah.
She was like telling me about her life, and everybody always used to say that we like looked alike. She was a light-skinned lady. She had kind of like reddish brown hair and lots of freckles. So
Aww.
Yeah, and she was really sweet. Her name was Meredith. And shout out to you, girl, wherever you are. But she was telling me about her life and like how she had kids and all these things. And she was just like, I wish, you know, that when I was young, like you, I knew my value. Like, because she was going through some things in her relationship, like with her husband. And maybe she was going through divorce. I don't remember. But she was like, I just remember, I feel like I wish I knew my value, my worth, like when I was young, your age. Mm-hmm. And I remember sitting with that. Of course, I had been drinking. And I was like looking around and everybody was OG. You know, they're all older. And I remember being like, is this what I want? Is this what I give my value to right now? Like, and I remember going home being like, this can't be it.
Yeah, no.
This can't be it. And it was like the shame that I felt from coming home from school, that was, and wanting to just make sure that I could peek my head into these rooms with these other people who think they have these great visions from life, and I want to like level up to those or level up to their standards for me. Like, I'm like, that is what's driving my life right now. It stemmed from that. That's what's making these decisions right now. I'm not really, yes, okay. Am I making the decision? Yes. But I'm letting the shame that was built up from that moment fuel this.
Yeah.
And I remember like coming into work the couple of days after that feeling like, fuck, I need to figure something else out. Like this, I don't want to let this heaviness of shame guide my life anymore. And I think that I also realized that I don't know if necessarily this shame was mine.
Yeesh. Shame hardly ever is, right?
Yeah.
Like when you go back to it, it usually is something that, you know, was like done to us, that made us feel this. And then it's kind of like we adopted it. You know, it wasn't something that was of us.
Yeah.
Something we held on to.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. So I think that that's really when I started to understand. I probably, about like 24, I think, when I really started to, when it became clear, a little clearer to me, like, I think I have been moving out of like shame/embarrassment for a long time.
And like not ever wanting to feel like that again.
Yes.
Let me do what I need to do, girl.
Let me do what I need to do.
Yeah.
Let me do what I need to do. When did you find out that the shame did not belong to you?
Girl, I feel like I'm probably always gonna be with shame. It's so weird because I will say the deepest shame that I've confronted was absolutely the like feeling of not belonging, like being rejected or feeling like the reject, the person that was always like, hey, can I play? And I'm like, that's not even the real thing. Like, I really do feel like it was like black sheep of the family vibes of just like, I felt like no matter what I did to try to like, I don't know, like be a part of it, whatever it is, I just couldn't, I don't know. It just didn't work. And the times that it did work is times where it was not about me at all. And it was only about how I was showing up, kind of like what you were saying, where it's like, I am showing up in this space as you guys want me to show up in this space. I have to totally abandon myself and show up for all of y'all and present myself in a way that makes you comfortable in order for me to feel an ounce of that belonging. But then I leave, like there, I feel the belonging, right? But as soon as I leave, I'm feeling shame. And it's like double shame. It's like shame on shame because I'm feeling the shame that I was feeling in the moment that was always there. But now I'm also ashamed that I like totally abandoned myself.
Gosh, yes.
And so it's like a double scoop of shame.
Yeah.
In my cup of just like, I'm ashamed that you just, like you were saying, I let shame run the show.
Yes.
And I moved from shame and I just like rolled myself out like a damn rug, like an area rug for the whole family to step on, just so that I could feel something. Like I was like, I'm connected to these people. And then I leave and the connection absolutely isn't there as I leave. And like, now I'm totally disconnected from myself. I had to disconnect myself to feel connected to them, and I'm not connected to nothing now. I'm just tethered or untethered, floating around. Like, okay, now I gotta reclaim that, and I think there's still. I think I've like last year was my last like letting go of that of just like, girl, okay, like we were saying, I read from a book of affirmations today with me and Tay, and I don't remember exactly what it said, but she basically was saying just like, even if you don't meet that goal, even if so-and-so ain't with you, even if you don't get that job, do that thing, reach that pinnacle, you are still worthy.
You are still worthy.
And so for me, it was definitely, that feeling of like, okay, well, even when, because I've been here several times in my life where I've had to kind of regroup and kind of retreat within and just kind of regroup from there, like break it down to just me, and then kind of tell myself, I'm worthy. And if I don't feel worthy, why don't I? And what can I do to change that? And so I think that was a time, I don't know how old was I think the first time that I got there, I was pretty young. I think I was like 17, 18 years old. And I was just like, I need to just do me for a minute.
Yeah.
And, and then I would say like, it wasn't until maybe I was like 21 that I kind of started coming back around again, maybe 22. And then I've, in my 20s kind of going from, who I was and what I was, this like young, going out all the time girl to like getting married and stuff like that. Even then that's another part of my life where I've had to kind of like, okay, let's regroup and define myself. Because it's so easy to let our environments define us, especially for me, that belonging wound. I just want to belong. I just want y'all to be my community.
Yes,
it's so hard.
Damn.
Be my community. Why don't you want to be my community?
Right.
And it's like they and maybe it's not even that they don't want to. I think it's mostly like they just can't. Like
Girl,
it's just not there. Whether
you don't have capacity.
The capacity, like you don't have it, and it's not a personal thing. I think it just is. You know what I mean? It just is. I don't have to treat you like you a bad person or that you don't love me, but I just have to deal with the real. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta accept what is.
Yep. Yep. That's exactly right.
I do want to circle back though and ask you, what would you tell yourself coming back home from Arizona, having just heard your grandpa say these things to you that I'm sure was absolutely things you were already saying to yourself?
Yeah.
Like what would you tell yourself?
My gosh. Ooh, I feel like you said yours so eloquently to your young self. Like even thinking about this, I'm like, I'd let her go through it. No.
I mean, yeah, you gotta let her go through it.
But like, okay, but I could give her some kind words to help, like, like
just that pour,
pour it in. I feel like,
because nobody doing that for us.
I know, like we didn't have people our age who could like, if I had a cool 33-year-old
big cousin or sister or something. Yeah, oh my God, I used to wish I had an older sister.
Who I could call and talk to about certain things that I'm going through right now. Like you just recently, not too far before me, went through this. And like, I wish I could call you and talk to you. What would I want her to say? I feel like I tell her, like, I tell young Taylor, like, first off, he's older. He's old and he don't know nothing about what's going on right now. Like you are running the show. You are the future. You know, you have everything in the palm of your hands right now, and he's only trying to say that right now because of where he's operating from. You know, he's operating from a older school way of thinking, and that's none of your concern. So it's on him, and I damn near would say he's gonna apologize and feel wrong for that later. You know what I mean?
As
so
he should.
you know, don't hold on to that. Don't let that guide you as far as like trying to appease everyone else.
Yeah, girl.
Don't go into this next stage of life trying to appease. Feel the heaviness that this feels, because this does suck. Like, this was not the dream that you were dreaming either for yourself. So let yourself feel this, but also allow yourself to acknowledge the work that you did do while you were in school. Also know that there are other avenues for you to get to wherever you want to be.
Yeah. Allow
this time to openly and freely explore whatever it is you're interested in. Don't feel like you have to box yourself in right now, because you don't.
Girl, I'm saying that to me now.
Yes, exactly. So I would probably tell her that, and allow my young self to, or try to get my young self to jump on that path sooner than later. Yeah. Like, just go out there, experiment. You're at home with your mom. She's so okay with you being here. She actually kind of needs you here, you know, and it's okay for you to be here. Lean into that. Don't feel so pressured to make a lot of money at this time, you know, in life, because that's not, you're not gonna.
I mean, like, let's be honest. You can make good money, but you're not gonna, this isn't gonna, you know, come on. Like,
don't stress yourself out over making hella money right now.
Don't. You have time.
Right.
You have time.
Try not to stress. You have time. Explore. Instead of stress, just have fun. Explore. Still be responsible, but be young. You know what I mean?
And be yourself. Like,
be adventurous. Yes.
Find that.
Find you.
Like, that is something where people
find your center.
Talk about, like, oh, I wish I would have known this sooner. For me, I wish I would have known me sooner. Like, if I could have gotten to the place of knowing me sooner, oh my God, I would have been fucking unstoppable.
Unstoppable. That young and hot and fine and and smart and knowing yourself on top of all that.
And being unmovable in it.
Girl,
I feel like that's why certain people prey on people in their 20s. Yes. You're not solid in your foundation.
Nope.
You're easily shaken off your spot. And I feel like, you know, someone who is in their 30s, you're not shaking me off my spot. You're not. Even if you think you did, you didn't.
You didn't. Now,
look, we ain't doing that.
I might tremble a little bit, but I ain't falling off that spot.
I ain't falling. I'm not getting up off my spot, boo. I know my spot. Even if I step away from it, I'm like, wait a minute, hold on, I'm off. I feel like I'm off my spot. There it is. Let me get back on my damn spot.
Okay.
You had me messed up, sir, ma'am, person.
Excuse me.
What the hell you got going on? Oof, almost had me beside my damn
literally.
Self. Whoa, that was close. that was a moment. That was a moment, was it not?
It was definitely a moment.
But I also want to ask you, like, what is your current, like, process now when it comes to shame, when those feelings come up, because they never stop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That shit comes up. Even sometimes, I don't know about you, but like the same old shame feeling. You know what I mean? Especially when something doesn't go as planned, or, you know, we might feel some of that same exposure, flaw, whatever, that might just take that old wound and just be like, uh-oh, remember it was healed? It's bleeding again.
It's open.
So, like, what is your process when that happens?
Ooh, girl, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be super, super honest. I feel like it still takes me a minute to realize that I've been cut back open, because my go-to is to put my head down and work hard, so that, like, I think it still stems from trying not to be seen as being cut open, you know, and so I'm like, okay, put your head down and work. Seems like nobody wants to work anymore. Just work. Like, I'm like, let me just put my head down and do all the things. Some of the things might be a little more creative in nature. Some of them might be just regular hard work. But either way it goes, you need to just focus on that and don't feel it. don't feel it. Like, I think for me, my first attempt is to just like numb it out, you know? But once I do come back into the feeling, usually it's my physical body that tells me that I'm needing to reel it in.
Your body's like,
yeah, exactly.
we're just gonna keep going, and your body's like, actually, we're not. We're actually not feeling well.
Yeah, we're not feeling good. And before, I think it was like intense panic attacks or like, you know, getting the shakes and shit like that. Whereas like now I feel like I'm a lot more connected with my body to where if I start feeling like very tired or, you know, feeling that feeling of, man, I'm looking at my calendar and have hella shit to do this week. And it's like the overwhelmed feeling attacks very quickly. Like it doesn't take a lot for me to feel overwhelmed these days. And I think that is an indicator for me like, oh, okay, let me go through my checklist. Let me see what's happening right now. You know, like I know I've been eating okay. I know I've been sleeping really well. I know I've been, you know, kind of going through the things.
Diagnostics.
Triage. Run diagnostics. Like, exactly. And then it gets to, okay, now that I've checked all the physical things, what am I going through mentally? Like, okay, I know I feel overwhelmed. What did something recently just happen that makes me feel like I can't be seen at the moment? Like, why do I feel like I'm burying myself?
Yeah.
And once I get to that, it's like, yes, that is what happened. I feel like I've needed to bury myself in this work or in this busyness or something like that. Okay. And now my whole thing is once I get to that moment, I stop. I'm like, all right, I'm calling out from the meeting for tomorrow. I'm calling out from the things. I'm trying to delegate the work to somebody else so that I can just give myself truly at least one day to do nothing, to just be with me, like to stillness, girl.
Oh, we love that for you, girl.
Stillness.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been doing, and I think it allows me to my physical body to relax because that's how I feel things first is in my physical, and then once that happens, usually I take a nap, and then I have a dream or something like that, or I just wake up feeling like, I'm so glad I did this because now that I feel rested in my physical body, the thoughts are coming out and now I get to journal, whether that be a voice journal or a writing journal or whatever. I get to come out and feel more of my feelings. I've been just really being more intentional with feeling my feelings intentionally, you know? So now that's how it works. It's not super smooth, I will say. It's not
it's something you have to catch. And I feel like I don't think it's, you know, expectations of us kind of androiding and just being like, I know everything at the moment right now currently. Yeah. And especially when it comes to our feelings. Like there's a lot of times where we're feeling away and we're just like, what's this? Yeah. You know, and one thing that really stood out to me about what you said is the curiosity that you're leading with. And I feel the same way where it's like you do have to get curious instead of feeling like, you know, I'm feeling the shame and let me hide, let me run, let me be quiet, let me try to escape from it, let me bury myself over here or do something over there or get high, get drunk, go talk to people and distract myself. I think leading with curiosity and not being afraid to sit down and be like, girl, what is this? What is going on? Is it your stomach? Is it something else? Okay, you're overwhelmed. What's overwhelming you? How can we take some of that down and kind of take things off the plate, like you said, delegate some things, or just straight up postpone sit down, pause some things. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? How can we do that? And I think it's really important that we do lead with curiosity. I think in so many areas of our life, like so many problems would be solved as humans if we led with curiosity rather than like fear or shame or whatever knee-jerk reactions. But okay, you don't understand this, but that doesn't mean you can't understand it. Literally. If you get curious and ask some questions, whether it be with yourself or with someone else, you can understand something. You can get an idea of what's going on. That doesn't mean you have to agree with it or adopt it and hold it. But I know for me, I felt like if I led with curiosity when it came to these uncomfortable feelings like shame, that I'm giving it power, you know, like, oh, if I sit here and have a conversation with my shame, then here I am empowering my shame and it's going to get louder. And it's so crazy that like the opposite kind of happens. Like when the times that I've literally like turned and looked at my shame, like, hey girl, I see you. What's up? it goes from being like, ah, to being like, now that
Hey.
you're,
Now that you're here.
oh my God, I'm so like sorry. Now the shame is hiding.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And the shame is kind of like, well, I mean,
Sorry,
I just
I didn't
remember
mean to-
when your grandpa said, and then back in the day when, you know, people were looking at us and just telling us that we were nothing, and I kind of still feel like nothing. And this kind of makes me feel like that. And it's like way easier for you to be like, oh, girl.
Oh,
I see what this is.
I see you.
You need a hug and a nap.
Yeah. You turn from like the shame monster to like the shame baby.
That's crying and just wants a cookie, and you're just like, we can get a cookie.
I can get you a cookie.
We can absolutely. You know, want to make cookies? Doesn't that sound fun?
Come on.
Let's push this meeting. Let's just not do this audition today.
Yeah.
And let's make cookies.
Yeah.
I love you, girl. You know, and I think that's the same for a lot of my feelings, especially the ones that are more ugly or uncomfortable, like anger, shame, even anxiety. Like it's weird. Facing these things head on is the only way we can process them, work with them, move through them.
True.
And kind of just get the information that's there, because it is information.
Yep.
And the more we shun it, the less we're actually paying attention to ourselves.
Yes.
And the less we're knowing ourselves, you know?
Truly. Do you feel like your shame voice sounds the same as when you were younger as it does now? Like, do you feel like that shame voice sounds the same? And if not, how does it sound different?
I would say initially my shame voice kind of sounds eerily similar to my voice. It sounds like a more, I don't know, maybe like, I would say aggressive, but maybe aggressive isn't the word. Like a more like, you know, worried, panicked version of me. And I think that might be true for a lot of people, where initially it sounds like just maybe a thought. Or like, you know what I mean? You're like, you can easily confuse it of like, oh, I really feel like this about myself. And then once, like I was saying, you turn that attention and you're just like, okay, girl, do you really feel like this? Do I really feel like that? And you're like, oh, I don't think I do feel like that. You know, I don't think I do. I don't think that's my actual feelings about myself. I think it's, you know, fear speaking. I think it's a little bit of shame, a little bit of embarrassment, a little bit of like disappointment in this whole situation. But it's not like a true feeling I feel about myself as a person.
Yeah.
And then once I pay that attention to it, it does sound like a little kid. You know, it sounds like whatever age I was when that fear, when that shame or whatever popped up, that's
When the core root of it all
is like a little kid that's like, well, I thought I was gonna be the queen. Yeah, and you're like, oh, baby, you are the queen.
You're still the queen.
Let me baby you real quick.
Yeah.
Let me give you the queen treatment today. Let me love on you real quick, girl. You're gonna be okay.
Aww.
And
that is a shift.
It is.
Before it sounds like the bully, but then now
it sounds like me. We're really worried about something. Like, you're a whole failure in life. And it's like, okay, am I really a failure in life? Do I really feel like that? Look at my resume and shit and just be like, wait a minute. No, stop. Let's not do that.
Yeah.
That's not the truth.
Yeah.
So if it's not the truth, what is this? You know?
Then the baby voice appears.
Yeah. That was me. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I pushed that button.
Yeah. My bad.
I was feeling sad, embarrassed, overwhelmed, all the scares. So yeah, I feel like my current process is similar to yours, just leading with that curiosity and kind of sitting with it, you know. Yeah. It doesn't sound productive to sit with these feelings, and it sounds pretty damn scary.
Yeah.
And
it is.
It is the only way that I know to move through this shame is to not be so focused on moving through it that that's all you're trying to do. Yep. You're like trudging through. It's like, girl, that's like going on a hike and just looking down at the ground or looking at your phone at your little dot on the map moving from point A to point B. It's like, girl, the point of the hike is for you to be here.
Yes.
Take a look around. Take the scenery in. Take your time. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy where you're at. And I know when I can do that with those feelings, it kind of makes me or reminds me that that's what the point of life is.
Right. That's
you know what I mean?
Point.
Like
that's
capitalism is such a distraction that you feel like you want to hit these marks, you want to get these titles, you want to get this money, and it's like, obviously we need money to survive, but that's not the whole point of life. Yep. The point of life is, you know, how do we feel on a daily basis? What are we experiencing? What are we doing? Who are we talking to? Whose lives are we touching? Who's touching our lives? What can we actually do with the time that we have here? Because we don't even know how much it is. That's the point.
Honestly, and that I love the posts that I see when it's like, I almost forgot this was the whole point, and they like are posting pictures of like mountains and waterfalls,
them in a canoe or a kayak, and eating dinner and laughing with your friends.
Exactly,
like, girl,
cheers in your wine glasses. Like, that's the point. This is the point.
This is the point.
The journey of it all.
The fucking enjoyment of life.
Yes.
Live. Be here. Feel the things. And so when it's like, when you can actually feel all of your feelings, like, you're not here to just kiki. We're not here to just feel great. We're not here to just work. We're here to feel it all. And the great things would not be so great if we didn't feel some of the more fucked up, uncomfortable, ugly things. You know what I mean? It wouldn't feel, we wouldn't know. Just like the rain. We can't just be like, well, it's raining, let me shut myself down and close the curtains. No, that's another thing, that being in that stillness, in finding comfort in the discomfort of these things, is like one of my favorite things to do when it's raining is kind of open my front door and just kind of stand there. And then my dogs stand with me and we just look at it like, dang, it's raining heck hard.
Look at it, listen to it, listen to the patters on the ground.
It's raining heck hard. Pause whatever's on and just like watch it.
Yes.
It's nice.
It is.
It's just beautiful. It's a beautiful planet. It's a beautiful world, guys. And shame is one of the things that can cloud that and throw us off and, like, again, make us forget what the whole point of it is.
What the whole point was. This is the point.
This is the point.
The journey.
Look at the moon. Me and Dale were looking at the moon last night. And it was just like, dang, she is bright and beautiful.
Yeah.
Full as hell, just sitting there shining. Like, she is bright.
And she shows up in all these different stages,
phases,
all these different phases that we see constantly. They're the same phases that we've been seeing the entire time, the whole time we've been alive. But every single time we see them, it's like a brand new show. You're like, oh my gosh, gorgeous.
Girl,
and she's still amazing. She's still gorgeous.
Undeniable, girl.
Undeniable.
You are just that girl.
Just that girl.
In
and it's
every
like,
phase.
Literally. It's even when the clouds are blocking the moon, when the clouds move out the way and she gets her full shine, it's like, oh my gosh, I just want to take it all in.
I know.
Before the next cloud comes.
You like pause and just look at look at you.
That's you. That's you living your life.
That's us.
That's us living our lives.
That is really us. I know that
what a blessing.
That post somebody made years ago about just like, you know that thing when you like take that shitty picture of the moon, you look at the moon like, oh my God, it's so pretty, and you take a picture and it looks like shit.
Yes.
You're not like, wow, the moon is hella
ugly.
She ain't really all that. It's the camera.
It's the camera.
That's this societal lens that we're putting on ourselves. This lens that isn't us. We're looking at us through that prism. When you throw that to the ground and see yourself for who you are, you can see that true beauty. Put the bullshit down and focus on the truth.
Hello.
Like, my last little thoughts that I want to share about this shame is something I discovered is like, while shame is absolutely natural, it's something that we're going to feel. You're never going to get rid of shame. I know I like wrote that down one time. Like, I want to get rid of shame. It's like, you're never going to get rid of shame. And you shouldn't, right? It's a useful tool when it's useful. It's up to us.
Tool.
Yeah.
Great tool.
It's up to us to decide, when is this useful and when is this harmful?
When do you need this tool?
When do I need to use this, and when is it like not the time or place for this girl? So it's natural, and it is a tool, but it isn't a powerful place to come from. It is not our truth. It is not our power. It's not our foundation. It's not even usually our own voice at the end of the day. And once we can kind of sit with it long enough to see that, like, oh girl, this is a wound. This isn't my true voice, my true nature, what I really think and believe about myself. You can wade through the waters of the bullshit and find that truth and sit there and try to go from there. We're never going to always live there. It's hard. Maybe you do reach that place, and if so, great on you. But personally, I've kind of let go of that, of like, I don't think I'll ever get to the like true enlightenment. I'm never, feeling uncomfortable. I'm never, experiencing some shame or some doubt or some overwhelm. Like, I'm probably gonna encounter this in life. And it's more important to know it, identify it, get curious about it, and move through it. Like you were talking about, that checklist, do what I needed to do, and do that diagnostic and see what I need and take care of it, than it is to try to go on a lifelong quest to like destroy natural human emotions.
Oh my gosh,
like,
right.
What are we doing?
Please don't do that.
Let's not.
Yeah.
Let's not do that.
Let's not do that. No, thank you.
So transitioning to one of our favorite segments, I don't like that.
No.
I don't like that.
I don't like that.
And there's so much not to like, but we're going to try to keep it light, guys. What's your first one?
Okay, so my first one is that, so Jonathan Majors is going to be... No, for real. He's going to be starring in a new action movie where he's actually also going to be playing twins.
Okay, sorry.
With a different actor, and I believe he's a white actor. I looked on Deadline earlier, and I'm pretty sure the
twin is going to be white?
Yeah. Oh. Some people are calling it an anti-woke Sinners.
I don't know what that means. I hate that they took the word woke and are now
trying to twist it in that weird fucking way. So this project is his first film since being convicted of assaulting and harassment.
Is it? I thought he just did like a boxing or
that was before film. That was actually supposed to come out before all that shit happened. Yes, girl.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. But Ben Shapiro is one of the producers, and the movie is being put out by the Daily Wire. So for folks who might not, because when I heard that, I was like, okay, I know Ben Shapiro, but I don't know who the Daily Wire is. They are a conservative outlet run by Ben Shapiro that pushes that super weird, like, alt-right messaging. So it's just, I'm like, damn. All right, Jonathan Majors, you done got fianced to Megan Good, and who, you know, I like her, I like her enough, you know what I mean? But you already kind of like, you know, skirted out of that, and then you know, had that whole case, and then it ended up kind of being like, okay, yeah, y'all was assaulting a little bit, but at the same time, I don't fucking know. I don't even want to claim to know what was going on over there. But
it really, for me, what it gave was like, he absolutely did something.
He did something.
And was she absolutely innocent? No, but you did something. And then it came out that you kind of have abusive tendencies, just period, point blank. Like people who have worked with you in the past and whatever, which is fine. We all grow and all the things. But like the whole thing with Megan Good being after that, it did feel kind of like, this thing that especially black men do when they get in trouble, and it's like, you're with this white girl and things don't go right, so now here you are with a beloved black woman,
savior black woman,
to be at your trial, supporting you, holding you down. And now, guess what? Now that happened, now slap to the face, you're working with the alt-right people. Like
what? That's gonna be your big movie back?
It ain't gonna be big, child. What?
Right, exactly.
I'm not watching that nonsense. Are you out of your mind? First of all, anytime you want to say we're doing, and oh my God, it's so irritating because it's like, why do y'all do that? Why are you so worried? Like, if you think that you're so much better than white people, or I mean black people, and everything we're doing is just not good, you hated Sinners, it was such a bad movie, why do you want to make an anti-woke version of it?
Literally.
Why don't make your own thing? Come up with something else. Be original. What the fuck?
And Ben Shapiro fucking made a whole video, like a little social media video, and he's like, yeah, we're taking Jonathan Majors. We don't care that he did X, Y, and Z back in 2023.
You don't care that he choked out a white lady?
No, he's like,
because they don't care. White women wake up.
No, for real.
They don't care about you, girl.
So anyways, I don't like anything about that.
I don't like anything about that. I hate that we even talking about it right now. We're not going to say the name of whatever that movie is, honey. What?
Yeah, who cares?
Jonathan Major, you've been chopped, but you're definitely chopped now.
Right. Chopped. Ugh.
Megan, get out, girl. If you're not already out, get out.
Yes. Ugh. So what's your first one, girl?
Kind of spinning off of controversial black men, 50 Cent.
Oh.
50 Cent, and it's so weird because when he did that whole thing with Diddy, right? People were like, hey man, like you made this thing about Diddy, but you ain't shit either. And some of his stuff, like you burnt down your baby mama house, and some of this stuff started kind of coming out. Not in the way that it is now, but it started kind of joining the zeitgeist, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then,
as if it wasn't already bad.
T.I. picks at you. Whatever you were, T.I. says something, he challenges you to a versus and says you're scared, all these things. And instead of fixing your lips and posting a video or picture to embarrass T.I., instead of coming at T.I., you posted a very unflattering upskirt picture of his wife on stage performing.
Yep.
What did she do to you? Now, is Tiny perfect? Absolutely not.
No.
Has she been the butt of many a joke? Abso-frick-lutely. But you are a grown-ass man who has a grown-ass man coming at you. And instead of keeping it about him, you're going to post his wife?
Crazy.
This picture of her?
And I don't
What the hell?
understand. Like, you have a track record of coming at women. Like,
coming at women with energy.
Picking the battle with a woman over with a man.
Over
and that
with
is
a man.
some bitch shit.
The man is the one who said something to you. Tiny ain't said shit to you, boo.
Literally.
She has no reason to talk or interact with you. She has said nothing.
And then Miss Tina reposts her video and you go to Miss Tina.
Oh my God.
You're like, bro, the fuck now?
You're attacking this woman who's old enough to be your mother, and not disrespect to Miss Tina, but you need to respect. Where's your respect? My God.
That's when one of those where like his son's coming out and dissing him and saying all the things.
It all makes so much sense.
I'm like, I actually love that. I'm like, I don't think I've seen a family style beef like this. Like, but I actually love it. And I don't remember which son it was, but not King. Right? That's his
King is the one that was going off on social media.
Yeah, talking about his mom and dad and all things. Not him, but
Domani. Domani posted that song. His song was pretty fire. It was very like J. Cole inspired too.
Yes.
It was nice. I liked it because I think it appealed to like, he was like, bro, like how many of us have been abused? And this man, profits off of people in their worst times. Like, what are you talking about? And I just love the fact that everybody is rallying behind Tiny. I was watching this snippet of an interview with T.I. and I think it was Big Boy was asking him like, oh, do you like that your son's getting involved? And he said, King, he was like, no, because he's been trying to like pull him off the ledge. He's like, and now he has a valid reason to be cashing out online. I can't really even say don't do that because someone's coming at your mom. Anybody's going off on you. You got me messed up. Yeah. And you?
Come on now.
Don't talk about my mom and take that picture down. That is like, okay, you don't have to try hard to find an unflattering picture, but the upskirt, it's giving like sick. Like, why did you pick that one? You know what I mean? Like that was it was just inappropriate and disgusting for so many reasons. And then it was like, and I've noticed he hasn't said anything to King. Mm-hmm. He hasn't said anything to Domani. He hasn't dropped a song. Like, T.I. dissed him in a song. He hasn't said nothing to T.I. Songs. It's like you're hella quiet now. Yeah. Now that all the men are coming for you. And what T.I. said in that interview is he likes that his daughters and his wife get to see that there are a bunch of men that are going to step for them if another man comes up trying to say something crazy.
That's what I was going to say, too. I do really appreciate that about the men in their family. Like Tiny hasn't had to lift a finger. She hasn't had to open her mouth to say shit.
You don't have to post anything.
No, and I love that.
Same for Miss Tina. I don't know what was said, but he took all the stuff talking about her down.
He did?
Yeah, he took it down.
They probably came out with a whole bunch of defamation cases.
No, it was just like, bro, I don't know what's up with 50 Cent. I do think that there's some truth to some of the things that he used to say, but I think something that T.I. said about him, it was like, bro, you have no wife, your kids don't really mess with you like that. Like, you're a miserable ass person. You're hella lonely and miserable. And that's why, look at you're picking at my wife, and you see my family coming together to stand together against you and your nonsense, and you have no answer to that because your kids ain't gonna do that for you.
You're like the old man standing on the porch, like, get off my lawn. Like,
you're worse than that. You're the old man at the club, still thinking he got it like that. That's you throwing money at the club. Like, what are you doing, bro? What the fuck are you doing?
Get out of here.
It's a reason. You're lonely. You're miserable. That's why you're doing this. Like, it used to be trolling, but I feel like now it's like, bro, is this you? Is this just you?
Yeah.
Curtis? This is Curtis? Like, we get that being 50 Cent, right? Online persona, we all kind of are a little different when we're online. But in your daily life,
this is how you
as
operate?
Curtis Jackson, this is how you're moving?
That's why I liked that the song was Sorry, Miss Jackson.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, now he talking to your mom.
Because, I'm sorry, if that's my son, I am looking at you like, okay, what the hell is this lady? So her husband challenges you to a versus and you posting her? What the hell does she do? Is she a rapper? No, she's an R&B singer. Who said nothing to you? What the hell are you doing? Why don't you do the verses? Why don't you make a song?
Yep.
Or tell this nigga you don't want to do the verses. I don't know. Do something.
I'm not sure.
Leave the women out of it. Why are you so comfortable coming at women?
You shouldn't be.
You should not be. And it's like, to me, it's too much misogyny just willy the hell nilly up in this mug. God, dog.
You ain't never lied, girl.
It's coming from every which daggone way. Leave us alone. If you hate women, baby, hate them over there. Leave us alone. Leave a woman alone.
Thank you.
Why do you got to go out your way? You're talking to the men's hockey team. Why are you bringing up the women's hockey team? We're not even there. We're not there, and we're not worried about you. Leave us alone,
What does
boo.
A have to do with B?
Please leave us alone. I don't want to talk to a man who hates women. You got it. Go on ahead, boo. Have it. Be miserable over there. I'm not with it, boo. We don't care. We don't care.
We don't.
We do not give a shit anymore.
Yeah.
50 Cent, you need to get help. Sort yourself, babe.
Please.
Sort it out.
Sort it out. Speaking of sorting it out, the NAACP Awards, right?
Ooh, yeah.
So
Talk about that.
I enjoyed the fact that Sinners totally dominated. They got like 13 awards.
I mean,
because
come on. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially after the way they was treated.
Oh my
it's like,
gosh.
young people, this is us. This is our movie. We got you.
Come on now.
I love that.
And keep that same freaking energy throughout the rest of awards season. That's all I have to say. But
I feel like effing. I'm tired of like
trying
the
to
whole
appease that.
white people. I think
appeasing
for
for
me,
their standards.
we
know what
like,
it is.
What was it called? Black exhaustion or black fatigue?
Black
I
fatigue.
have white fatigue. I'm over it. Y'all are loud and hateful no matter what. You hate each other. You hate yourself. You hate this. You hate that. You're mad at that. And oh my God. Okay, boo. Guess what? I don't care what you think anymore. I don't care because you don't even know what the hell's going on at this point. You don't. It's very clear. You don't know what the hell is going on.
Yeah, it's like, okay. It was just, So
you'll burn this whole country down if that means Bad Bunny will never do the Super Bowl again. Bye, guys. You're mentally ill. I'm not interacting with that. Same with the misogyny, the racism and shit. I think it's fine. It's fine, boo.
Y'all got it.
You got it.
You got it.
Can have that racism. I'm not trying to change your mind, but I'm definitely not making this racism my problem no more. It's
something
not. You're sick.
I'm curious about, like, to know, like, well, I'll just say, the thing that I don't like is that they was really pushing the NAACP vibe. Like, they took the double A out. You know what I mean? And I was like, bro, I saw a whole bunch of discourse online where everybody's like, when did that happen? When did y'all stop trying to say NAACP? And I saw a lot of, like, comments talking about, oh, well, that's how OGs used to say it. That's how it was said originally. That's how organizations said it.
With
that's
the
how,
NAA?
like, NAACP.
Was
and
how
I guess,
OG said it. Okay.
And I guess, like, that was, like, the commercial that came out with, like, Jennifer Lewis, and she was also saying NAACP and all the things. And on red carpets, everybody was really strong with the NAACP, so much so that it just caught everyone's attention. Yeah. So I'm like, I don't know what y'all got going on over there, but don't be trying to make fetch happen so late in the game. It's NAACP. You're not going to change me. But I saw a few memes where it was like, his mama called him NAACP. I'm gonna call him NAACP. I'm like, yes, exactly. I feel
like they should already know by now, like, black folks, we gonna call it what we call it.
Literally.
I'm sorry. Like, there's a street, every time I drive by it in Sacramento, I'm always just like, wow, it's called Walerga. But every person in Sacramento says Walegra. Make a ride on Walegra. Walegra. Oh, you live off Walegra. Everyone I know in my family, we all say Walegra.
Okay.
Even Dale, Wallegra. And Dale was like, oh yeah, over here, Wallegra. And we're literally right there. I look at the street, it says Wallerga.
Wallerga.
And I'm like, I'm not finna say that though. That sounds weird. Wallerga?
I used to work on Wallerga, so.
Wallerga. No, it's Wallegra.
Yep.
She's cuter.
Yeah, it's gonna stay that way.
Feels better in my mouth to say that.
Exactly.
So
we like that mouthfeel.
We're gonna keep that mouthfeel. So we're gonna say NAACP.
Thank you.
Because if I say NAACP is like, now I feel like, is this different?
Right.
Is this something else?
Is that, so we're keeping the CP, but we're trying to really log into the AA?
Okay, because are we still colored people?
Right,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe, yes. I feel like if other colored people are calling me a colored person, okay. But if a white person says like, oh, because you're colored. What?
Oh. You're a colored person.
That's getting a little bit of energy for me. Like, I might not be like, huh? But I'll be like, oh, that
was a choice.
I'd prefer if you didn't refer to me that way.
Yeah.
I just prefer to let's just not even.
Let's not do
talk
that.
about colors. Let's just leave that. Let's leave this out of it, girl.
Thanks.
Especially in these times. Let's just call me Tasha.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'll call you Ben. And,
say I'm the girl with the curly hair.
Yeah.
That's fine with me. But colored lady, don't do me.
Crazy.
Like that. Don't you ever. Please.
Yeah. Don't. Yeah. So, don't like that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's a double A. It's a double A.
Another one, I posted this on my Substack, but I have seen so many videos of people making fun of people dancing at the club. Like somebody in the club getting it, whether they can dance or not, who cares? We're not all Chris Brown, fucking boom, cat. Okay, we not all there with it, boo. But that's not the point of dancing, right? Isn't the point of dancing to have fun?
To have fun, to let loose.
Especially if I paid to get into the club and dressed. I don't know if the kids are still dressing now. I think being fitted is a thing of the past. But
the club is damn near a thing of the past.
Okay, because now you can't even dance. They making fun of you. There's a DJ and a dance floor, boo.
You're supposed to dance at the club.
Like, what? If there's ever a place for me to just let loose, where is it?
If you can't dance at the club, where are you supposed to dance?
Where is you supposed to go if you can't go to Melanoche?
Exactly.
Stop making fun of people dancing in the club. And also stop recording people.
Right.
Without their consent for dancing in the club. Like, that is just the most sick BS that you could do to somebody. Like, what? Get a fucking life. If you don't want to see dancing, don't go to the dance club with the DJ and the dance floor. Go to the bar.
Record yourself dancing. How about that?
But you'll do that.
You'll
doing
do that.
Stiff-ass TikTok dances in your living room.
Stick to that.
With no DJ and no dance floor by your goddamn self, and you'll post that cringy stuff. But the person having fun and living their life, here we go with the shame. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Just because you don't want to do it doesn't mean you get to tell somebody else how to live their life.
Exactly.
Boo.
And post them and
shit.
Embarrass them.
Okay.
Like in a way, or maybe they're not embarrassed, but maybe you are, the way that you're posting
projecting.
It's supposed to make them feel that
you're
way.
projecting your embarrassment, and I feel like it's probably an embarrassment of like, I could never. Okay, then I've seen somebody say like, I could never, that's why I stay home. Okay, so why are you clowning a person who that's just not their life? Boo, they want to enjoy. We don't know how much longer we got.
Yeah.
He at the club. He paid to get in. He's on the dance floor, listening to the music the DJ is playing, and he is dancing and enjoying his life.
Thank you.
Let's let that man live. Let's stop doing this.
Let him live.
I hate it.
Yeah, that sucks. Okay, something else I don't like. I don't like the Kaiser app. That
Kaiser as a whole, babe.
I know.
Just say that. Kaiser is.
I'm gonna be honest. I ended up having to get Kaiser for the first time in, I don't even know, it's probably been like 10 years. I've had Sutter for the majority of time between then. And since this fuck-ass administration wanted to make all them damn health prices go up, my original health care was like damn near doubled what I was paying last year. And so I had to get like the Kaiser plan. So I'm back at Kaiser. And their app, horrendous. I hate any
Why does everything have to have a damn app?
That's what I'm saying. Like, can we have a website and just call it that? But even the website, I cannot stand an app or a website, but specifically the app, that makes you want, okay, the app is for setting appointments, scheduling appointments, and looking at your medical records and whatever. But if I wanted to pay my bill, they're going to send me to a different website. If I want to check the details of my current appointment, it's going to send me to another separate fucking website. And I'm like, yo, I have to know all of these fucking passwords and usernames. Oh my gosh. I went to go pay my bill and it was like, oh, it doesn't seem like you got this set up. And I tried to set it up. It was like, no, you can't. And it's some bullshit. So then I was like, all right, fine. I'll just pay it as a guest. It still was like, okay, pay as a guest, but you still have to go find this fucking bill number and all this other shit.
Oh my God. That's what I'm calling. Can I just call you?
Thank you.
And pay this on the phone because you're tripping.
What's the point of having an app or a website that isn't everything like in one spot?
If it's not convenient.
It's
taking up space on my phone for what?
Literally. I don't get it. So hate that, don't like it. Hopefully you guys update it.
If you're going to have an app, make it useful.
Thank you. And easy.
Make it a one-stop shop. Make it really fucking useful.
Thanks, please.
Not
thanks.
Just for nothing.
You know the day. You know the times and days we in.
Okay.
Don't be sending me to 18 different million websites like we in fucking 2006.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Up your tech, boo.
Right. Come on now.
My next one is people wearing these meta glasses and recording people everywhere they go. We are surveilling each other, guys. Yeah. Why? Yeah. What are we doing? Now, anytime I see somebody with some big brimmed black glasses, I'm looking like, is that a camera?
Let me put my head down.
Let me get away from people. It just feels like, geez, there's always a camera on you or whatever. It's too much, man.
Always staring at you.
Your glasses. I seen that they're starting to make headphones with cameras. Why?
Headphones?
We talk about living in a surveillance state. It's like, yeah, they're using all the cameras that they're telling us we need. You need a camera in your doorbell. You need a camera in your car. You need a camera over here. That's what they're using to surveil us. We're doing it. We're doing it for them.
Yep. We're doing the heavy lifting.
And all they're going to do is just gain access to all them damn cameras. Totally. There's a scene in one of the Dark Knight movies. I think is it the one with Bane where they're trying to find Bane? But Batman has this big thing, and it uses everybody's phone as surveillance. And Fox, Morgan Freeman's character, is like, this is totally unethical. This is terrible. And he was like, I know. I'm just using it for this mission. Once I'm done, type your name in. And afterwards, he types his name in, and it destroys the whole technology that's like surveilling the whole city of Gotham. But I feel like, boo, everybody is seeing that and being like, yeah, I'll get another camera.
Yeah,
I'll put a camera in my hat. I'll put a camera in my car.
Everything's content.
I be seeing people with cameras in their house. Why the fuck is there a camera in your living room, in your bedroom? What are you doing?
What are you filming?
What are you doing?
Like,
what are you doing?
I understand if it's like something for like a medical purpose, like you need to make sure you're monitoring, but like just for shits and gigs, why?
You have a camera that's linked to the cloud, to the internet. What are you doing?
Yeah,
why? Ask yourself why. You want meta glasses so you can record everywhere you go. Why? Why do you want to do that? Ask yourself why, boo, because we're just so buy everything they tell us. Buy everything they tell us to buy. I really just, we mentioned in the weekly reel, just get curious. Why? Why do you want a camera in your headphones, in your glasses?
In your headphones is crazy. In your glasses is also a little wild. What are we doing, boo?
So. Is it that serious? Is it? Because I really don't think it is.
Tap in with yourself.
I don't like that. Stop surveilling us. Shit.
Okay. Well, my last one is also a little controversial. Jim Carrey at the Césars Awards being called a clone. I don't fully like that. You know, I feel like...
You don't like him being called a clone, or you don't like the way his face looks?
Both. I don't like...
She said he ugly, he's not a clone. No.
Yeah, no, for real. I feel like not everything... Now, don't get me wrong. I want to make it very clear. I am not I don't disbelieve that our government, society, Hollywood is incapable of putting out clones, or maybe even hasn't put out clones. I feel like...
You think Jamie Foxx is a clone? They think he's a clone?
No, I don't. I don't think Jamie Foxx is a clone.
Oh, no, man. Me and Dale were watching his stand-up. He mentioned that clone thing hella times. To the point that it was kind of like... The first two times I believed you, but now I'm like, why do you keep bringing it? The more you bring it up, the more I'm like,
I don't know. And he wasn't that clone or Who Cloned Tyrone or something like that.
Didn't he have like a tattoo on his head that now is gone? And
He did. But you know, I was gonna say clone. No, you know, tattoo technology, removing it and all the shit. Like,
right.
I don't. Again, but I'm not.
Did he get all the work done?
But I'm just like, why are you cloning? What would be the benefit to cloning Jamie Foxx? Like, what would be the benefit to cloning Gucci Mane? To be better than they were before. You know what I mean? Like, and not the same way. Because it's like, if you kept them, at least Gucci Mane anyways, like, you feel like he would, the way he was on his way to death. You know what I mean? And he was like pushing that same kind of narrative that, like, you know, the white man wants black people to fall into. So it's like, why would you clone him to be better? And not like he's on the side of the whites, but he's just better looking.
I feel like he's better looking. He still pushes the same agenda, but yeah. I feel like the part of the reason to clone these people is because they might have died. Either they wanted out of a situation or they died. I feel like those reasons make sense. Like people saying like Tupac is really alive and, you know, Biggie and them are really alive. I don't really believe that. But it is a thing to where, like, if you get to these places, a lot of people get to these places and they're miserable. Yeah. So if you want out, but the industry, the people that are making all this money off of you, this industry, you're too big or too valuable to them to lose, or
was
you,
Gucci
or you die.
Making them hella money? Was like Jamie Foxx making them hella money?
Let's look. Jamie Foxx has a pretty big net worth.
No, he does. But I'm just saying, like, he loves white women. And, like, you know what I mean? Like,
now he said he's done with white women.
Is he making the whites a lot of fucking money? Like, so much so that we need to clone you? Like,
but Gucci Mane.
Jim Carrey now.
Okay, it says approximately 14 to 20 million.
Yeah, that ain't his nothing in their life.
But we don't know. That's how much he's making. We don't know how much he's making them.
I don't know.
And again, pushing that same agenda, because I don't feel like his music didn't get super woke and he didn't, you know, go into neighborhoods and open schools. He's still pushing that same agenda. So it's kind of like that same thing of like, we kind of need you to keep doing that. And if you want to stop, cool, but we're going to clone you and keep this same... Everybody sibling, everybody be hood, everybody get guns, whatever. Even though, I don't know, has Gucci Mane dropped music?
That's what I'm saying. And it's not talking about that. It's more so talking about like sex and, you know, things like that. But for Jim Carrey, I just feel like I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, if they wanted to clone a Jim Carrey, whatever the fuck. Or if they wanted to clone whoever the fuck they want to in Hollywood. But for some reason, to me, I just was not picking up the clone vibe. Did he look fucking weird? Yes, he did. But I was telling Tasha this earlier. My theory is that he was, before, when he was telling all of his things, when he would come onto the red carpets or come to the award shows, and he would be spitting some straight facts, like sticking it to the man type vibes, like this shit, none of this shit is real. Like, why are we even here? Oh, we're here to celebrate icons. Oh, wow. Who's an icon? What is an icon? And he'd be saying this shit. It's like, yeah, you're talking real, but at the same time, the way that it's coming out feels a little manic. Like, it feels a little like, and then like in the ways that his previous relationships have ended, the women have also been talking about kind of the same thing. Like, he was just a little too out there, it's a little too much, you know? And when we saw this interview of him on the red carpet, and he's talking, he's like being real chill. He's like, yes, you know what I mean? To me, what I picked up was that he's probably got some medicine. I think he's medicated, probably heavily medicated on whatever is helping him to not have manic episodes. And I think that in that time frame of him like kind of coming down and the voices kind of quieting, that he's probably, like how we were talking about with shame and all this, a lot of stuff comes to the surface when you start like getting curious and unlearning then relearning. I think he's probably maybe come a little more face to face with some of his insecurities, and maybe that's why he did a little Botox. Or a little Botox. a lot of shit.
His face was puffy as I don't know what.
Maybe he did a lot of work to himself.
I feel like maybe you're right. Maybe he rebuilt his whole face and is on medicine.
I have an alternate theory. If it's not a whole bunch of surgery, maybe he's doing a role kind of play. Like, maybe he's doing not necessarily a prep for a movie, because I don't really see Jim Carrey being like I'm stepping in early for a movie type vibe to do this kind of promo. But maybe it's also a stunt. Like, maybe it's also, again, a stick it to the man kind of thing. Like, I'm going to put these, what do they call it, prosthetics on, or like, add a little something something to my face and become this character who everyone's always wanted to see me be, and see what discourse that creates. Because I could also see him doing something like that. But I don't know. I'm anti-clone. I'm anti-clone for him. For Jim Carrey, I don't think that's a clone. I don't. I'm the discourse watching it has been fun, but and again, I'm not anti-clone. I do think they be cloning people out here and wanting us to think that shit. But just for me, I don't think this is it. Yeah. So I guess I don't like it.
Wait, you don't like that they're saying he's a clone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Even though I like the conversation, I like the discourse. Don't like how he looks. I don't even like the approach to how he's doing whatever the fuck he's doing. But also, I think, I don't know, energy can be put elsewhere than to everybody put their resources on looking at Jim Carrey as a clone. So I think that's more so what I don't like.
The focus on him being a clone.
Mm-hmm. So much of the focus being on that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. When there's so much else happening.
Yeah, I don't know about clones, but I do know something weird do be happening in Hollywood with a lot of people where all of a sudden major big changes happen and the person is like, maybe it's mental illness, maybe it's drugs, maybe it's some other stuff that's going on, but there is absolutely something that's weird. And I think that's what for me, that's the general consensus of like, this is fucking weird. I even seen a plastic surgeon break it down and be like, this is a lot of work to be done. So it's like either he did get all this work done, which is, hey, you're right as a person, or something is going on. Maybe this ain't him, because everything looks different. His eyes, his nose, his jaw, his teeth look the same. His hairline, everything looks different. And it's that feeling, that uncanny valley feeling when you're looking at something that just doesn't feel right.
Something slightly
and
off.
That to me was undeniable. Yeah. Like you look and you're just like, ooh, that looks weird. For whatever reason. Something strange. Something is
definitely off.
And that's how we felt about Gucci Mane. That's how people felt about Jamie Foxx. And again, there's probably all these reasons for it. But it doesn't deny the fact or negate the fact that like, boo, we're looking at you and we're seeing something scary.
Yeah.
Something we don't recognize. Something that's, I don't know what this is, but it feels
strange.
A little scary.
A little weird.
A little scared.
Yeah. Because look, Jim's lips definitely looked extra plumped up.
Everything was looking cray. I was like, and his voice even sounded different. It was just like, okay, whatever this is, I don't like it.
Please get better.
But yeah, my last one is this government entering a new senseless freaking war. Every day we wake up, fucking Nigeria, Venezuela, Iran.
Crazy.
Yeah. I just want to say, as an American, I do not agree with this. I haven't felt for a very long time that this government represents the people. We've been protesting since before Donald Trump even was president. When Barack was the president, we were protesting because there was shit going on here that we just did not like. Yeah. And every time the U.S. is doing these different wars, there's always people protesting these wars. We don't want to do this. Yeah. We don't want to do this. And for me, my heart really goes out to the soldiers because we all know and love somebody who either has served, is serving, you know what I mean, is deployed right now, is in the reserve right now, whatever the case may be. And for me, those are the people that I feel like, bro, because you guys are like flick of the wrist with this war. It's so willy the goddamn nilly. And American people are dying. And people all across the world, don't get me wrong, like my heart goes out to these people in these other countries because, again, it is senseless. Yeah. But as an American, you just feel so disconnected, and I could not imagine. My heart is with all of these soldiers because I can't imagine how it would feel to be in the military and, like, have this be the government. Because they show no regard to veterans, to people that are serving, to people, like, there's no respect. Like, even with ICE, it's like, I'm not ICE sympathizer. They deserve all this fucked up ass treatment. But it's like, even the government isn't treating them right. They're being lied to. They're being exploited. So it really is, for me, especially with ICE, it's like, why are you bootlicking so goddamn hard? Why don't you point that anger where it belongs? This government is fucking us all.
Yeah.
If you would take this aggression and this anger that you clearly have and put it in the right fucking place and fight with us, because it is not us. These older people, these kids that you're brutalizing, it is not them in this country or in any other country. That's not who's fucking us. It's the government that's fucking us.
Yes.
That's them. They're taking from us. They're brutalizing us and literally anybody that they can. It's crazy to me.
Sick.
I don't like this.
No.
I'm not going to, like, take it silently.
Fuck that.
Fuck this. Fuck these wars. This nigga literally said that he was gonna end all the wars and no more new wars. And now you named the Justice, not the Justice Department, the Department of, what was it before? Now it's the Department of War.
Oh, yeah.
Military, Defense. It was the Defense Department. Now it's the Department of War.
Yep.
And it's like, if you're anti-war and you're not starting any wars, why would you do that? And now everything is just so aggressive. And it's so crazy to me. Like, I think that's why they want everyone to be angry, because they want us on that same frequency so that we're not seeing right through. This is crazy, guys.
Yep.
More hate.
We don't
more
need
violence.
this. We do not need this. Bring home the fucking troops, bro.
Oh my God. Stop the war. Please.
Stop the war.
It's expensive. People are dying and it's senseless.
And it's always the families who pay. Always.
Always on both sides.
Yep.
No, there is no winner in these wars.
No.
Like, there really isn't. Except for the rich people who are selling all the guns and the bombs. Oh my God. It's freaking disgusting.
Yeah. Hate that. Not even don't like it. I hate it.
Hate it to death. But that'll bring us to a more positive note, to a thank you.
Yes.
And we're just doing like a special energetic shout out to the cast of Sinners and all of the fans too of Sinners. Because I feel like we're all, just like Delroy and Michael B. were slapped in the gullet by,
what's his name? John David.
Yeah.
And the BCC, or is that what is it?
The BAFTA and the
BAFTA.
The BBC.
BBC. Yes.
Slapped in the face at that event with a racial slur. And however you feel about Tourette's, it doesn't matter why that was the tick that came out. It's really not about that. But when you find out that this person was sat close to a live mic, when you find out that this person was told that his tics, hey, it's totally fine, you can relax, we're going to edit out all your tics, and no one can hear you.
Exploited his ass, too.
But people could hear him, and they didn't edit it out? Well, they did.
They did.
They edited out the homophobic slurs,
but
not the
pro-Palestinian slurs. Not even slur, just statement.
Well, he didn't say anything about pro-Palestine, did he?
No. Oh, well, I guess you're right. His tick. You're right.
But the person's speech, they edited that, absolutely.
Yeah.
But like all his tics that would have been offensive to other groups, they did go ahead and edit that out. And I feel like it's a disservice to him. And again, I do think he was used. He was exploited to hurl insults at Michael B. Jordan and really the cast of Sinners. Like, we're seeing just how messed up they were treated there, but even also here. Like, there's like some of the discourse you've seen online, like even when the movie first came out, and what was it, Variety, that was like, oh, they still didn't make back their budget. What are you talking about? When
it was like out for 2 weeks.
Okay, I think it was like week 1.
Yeah,
and it was like, okay, when Marty Supreme didn't make their budget back in the first week.
Where was that?
You don't say that.
Where was that headline?
You're mostly talking about the profits and how much it did make and how this is great. And it's crazy just to see the like disparities. It's all the way to the point that there's now someone saying that the movie was too woke and they want to make it anti-woke, even though it's very historically accurate. There were historically these people in this place. This is a very real story. And it's, to me, so crazy that I think it's just, I feel like it's jealousy. I think it's a situation where certain people see things and they may not like either the character that looks like them and how that person is behaving, or they're not used to not being the center of these stories, and now they feel like it's woke. But you gotta understand, people, you're probably not listening to this podcast, but hopefully this comes across somehow.
Right.
You got to understand that everybody does have a story. And just because indigenous peoples have a story, Black people have a story, Chinese people who immigrate to Mississippi have a story, doesn't mean that you don't. It just means that there are other stories.
Yeah, other stories that are ready to be told, that need to be told.
And if you don't like it, don't watch it. But you don't have to try to make somebody the villain because they're telling their story.
Literally.
That movie was absolutely an original work by Ryan Coogler. Mm-hmm. He didn't write it with any of y'all in mind. He wrote it because this was his story and he wanted to tell it. Yep. If you want to tell a story, tell it. But I don't understand where do we go from, okay, this was too woke and I'm making the same movie but from my alt-right perspective.
Like, excuse me? What are you talking about? Yeah, I feel like the cast has done such a beautiful job at keeping their heads held high, absolutely, walking with grace and confidence in all the rooms they're in. Like, whenever they're being interviewed, like, they're speaking with confidence and clarity.
And absolutely calling the shit out.
Exactly.
Calling the spade.
Yes.
And being like, yeah, no, this was absolutely not cool.
Yeah.
Very terrible. I know Delroy Lindo was basically saying, like, yeah, we wish that somebody from the BBC and the BAFTAs would have, like, reached out to us, and they didn't.
Yeah.
They had nothing to say. It's like it wasn't just the fact that this happened. It was the way y'all did it. It was the way you went about it, the way you handled it. And honestly, looking back, it does seem very deliberate. Yeah. It feels like y'all wanted this to be like that, and you're sowing the seeds of, you know, hey, let's overpower this moment. Let's humiliate these people while they're here. It's like
for the sake of engagement.
You invited them to this thing to humiliate them.
Yeah.
And who knows, you probably, maybe even the person with Tourette's, like, hopefully this person is humiliated. I know if I was him, I would absolutely be humiliated. Mm-hmm. That's a humiliating moment for you.
Using and almost trying to use him as the scapegoat to get away with it.
Exactly.
Like,
just to call
them Tourette's. It's not our fault. He has Tourette's.
And then to sow discourse between the disability, you know, Tourette's community and the Black community, to where it's like, you know, and that's another thing that I like that the cast of Sinners really kind of held onto, of just like, you know, hey, regardless of what this person has going on, this big conglomerate here had an opportunity to do right by us and do right by this person, and they absolutely dropped the ball.
Yep.
Absolutely, totally didn't even look at the ball.
They had plenty of opportunities.
Plenty of opportunity. There was a 2-hour delay on this thing being recorded and it being broadcast, and still y'all did not do your job.
The longer that this thing comes out, the more people are chiming in like, no, we contacted them. We contacted them. Like all these other fellow conglomerates that are
just
in
like
charge of making sure the show goes on. We talked to them and
asked them to please cut that out, and they didn't.
And they did not. So
it's the blatant playing in our damn faces.
Literally.
But back to the cast, they absolutely held it down. They spoke on it, but spoke on it in a way that's like, I'm not letting this outshine this moment. But yeah, that was absolutely heinous.
Yeah.
And it does suck that, you know, similar to like the women's hockey team, it's like now instead of just this beautiful movie that was made and these awards were nominated for and all of us riding this high and celebrating with each other, feeling all the love from the people who like the movie, now we're talking about race. And that is the thing, to where it's like that whole myth that Black people make everything about race. No, y'all did. This was a movie, guys. This was a movie. All they did was be Black in the movie.
That's it. Tell a story.
And tell their side of a story.
And it's a fictional fucking story. Like,
that's
it's a fantasy style story.
Boo, there's vampires in it. Come on. Like, what are we talking about? That's all that happened is these Black people told a damn story, and y'all hated it so much that now they're being called racial slurs on the world stage.
A world stage.
Come on, baby. Y'all make it about race. It didn't have to be about race. It really didn't. You could have just been like, I didn't really like it. And move on. That's all it has to be. Literally. Every time we don't like one of the movies that centers you guys, and we just are like, I'm not really feeling it. We're not in here attacking
arms
you,
like,
creating a campaign to smear y'all and making a woke version of it, whatever the hell that is. Like, oh my God, guys. I wish they would stop. But shout out and thank you to the cast of Sinners for keeping your heads Maybe because you knew we was not keeping ours. You know what I mean? Kind of like tiny. When you know you got people that's gonna step for you.
You're like, let me just.
We don't even have to do too much. We just have to say, yeah, that was really not cool.
And continue to step into these other spaces.
And continue to step into these other places.
Like a king, like a queen.
Like the royalty y'all are.
Exactly.
Beautiful. And we just love that they are using their platforms to like speak and pour life into the Black creative scene here in Sacramento. And not just the Black creative scene, but just like the indie creative scene, you know, filmmakers and directors and actors. We are all absolutely inspired by this original work and feeling like, okay, I want to make some shit, you know? It's really like, I don't know, I guess instilled a sense of like pride in that. You know, and like, man, this was one of the best, if not the best movie to come out of 2025. And
absolutely,
it was Ryan Coogler.
Yup. Oakland, baby.
Not freaking Paramount.
Nope.
Not Netflix. Not Universal Studios. It wasn't all these big people. It wasn't another goddamn sequel or more nonsensical shit that's a remake or a revamp or whatever the hell. It's absolutely
original story.
A fully original story that felt like art.
Yeah.
So shout out to all of y'all.
I know. Thank you, guys.
You're beautiful. We love you.
We love you. And with that, we're going to start to close out. We love staying connected with you all. As always, please follow us, like us, subscribe to our social pages. We're at howtobereal on Instagram, Substack, and YouTube. Our personal pages, I'm at justsay_tay.
I am at the Tasha B. I'm on Instagram and Substack mostly.
Exactly. Yes. And please feel free to send us an email, a listener letter, some advice, anything that you may be thinking. We're heyhowtobereal@gmail.com. As always, we like to invite you to leave a comment, leave a rating, a review on any of the platforms that you're listening or watching us on. It helps us reach more community members just like you. And also, we're not therapists. We just have them.
Show up.
So take everything we say with just a little grain of salt. And this week's Random Reel is on me. And, this message is inspired by Nipsey Hussle. Who, man, it's a clip I just rewatched. I kind of come back to it often. And I recently shared it on my stories. And I was like, I need to hear this. Essentially, what's going to separate you from the next person who might be going after the same thing as you is that you don't quit.
That part.
Go through whatever emotions you have to, just don't quit.
It's a marathon, baby, not a race.
The marathon continues.
Keep on going, baby.
Okay, don't quit. That's it. And with that, stay real.